I created a little list. I don't think it's not so little, but you need to set this straight. This isn't just for one grade, this is for all of you. So we're gonna start with 6th grade first. So 6th graders, you just fell. Bring your own water. I'm gonna clap in your face one more time. Bring your own water, okay? Okay, hi. It's been a little while since I've personally filmed a video, so this is a little awkward. But hey y'all, it's Chelsea. Welcome back to another banger YouTube video. Today is going to be a little like advice for the incoming middle schoolers or the people that's gonna be in 7th and 8th grade. I'm not going to high school, so I feel like it's only right to go ahead and share my knowledge of middle school. Middle school was a roller coaster, alright. It wasn't the best. 6th grade was definitely not my year, but that's probably just because I was really just adjusting to everything. I created a little list. I don't think it's not so little, but now you know, like, hey, I'm ready to go. I really hope you can use this knowledge, like use this as your guide to help you through school, because for 6th grade, for incoming 6th graders, guys, when I say that this is a time where you really need to like adjust, it really is, because it can become very overwhelming because it's a very big school. I mean, obviously depending on your type of school, your district and stuff. I mean, some schools go from all the way from pre-K up to like, I don't know, 8th grade. That's how some schools are. But in other schools, it's like pre-K to 5th grade, and then 6th to 8th, and then 9th to 12th. So this one is definitely going to be for that 6th to 8th. It can be a little scary, I know, but don't be too scared. I mean, middle school was definitely like a little adventure. It was like, it had its roller coaster going up, it had its ups and its downs. So I'm gonna start with like the main stuff, like no specific grade or anything, because everything, all the grades, they have their own like, okay, you need to set this straight. This isn't just for one grade, this is for all of you. So the main stuff, I know you probably have heard this in a lot of other videos about these topics, but please don't get caught in drama. It's not worth it. Keep your name out of that stuff. And the easiest way to do that is to not talk crap about people. It is so easy. Try and put yourself in their shoes. Like, how would you feel if you found out some people were talking crap about you? You wouldn't be happy about that, right? Okay, now think about that with them. Okay, like, you need to put yourself in other people's shoes, because if not, you're gonna get hurt and you're gonna be mad whenever you were the person that started it. Okay, you do not want that. So stay out of that drama. Keep your name out of stuff. Keep other people's names out of your mouth if it's not something nice, you know? I know this is a little cheesy, but it's the golden rule, okay? It's the golden rule that revolves around all grades. All grades, literally from pre-K all the way up to your senior year. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. As cheesy as it sounds, it is so true. Like, how would you feel if somebody was talking crap about you? You wouldn't want that, right? So if you don't want people to talk crap about you, treat them the way that you want to be treated, okay? If you want to be treated with respect, treat other people with respect. Now, if they did you wrong, I would say don't disrespect them, don't be rude. If they did you dirty, distance yourself. That's the most you can do. I mean, you can fight them, but it's not worth it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Please don't. Don't let your grades get to you. I mean, I would say that for at least 6th graders, because in 6th grade you're starting off, okay? It's a jump. If you're taking advanced classes, then yes, it's gonna be a jump. So do not let your grades get to you. That does not mean let them slack. Do not let your grades slack. You want to have good grades. Now, I'm not saying all A's. You should aim for all A's though. Aim for all A's. Do not stoop any lower, okay? Now, if you know that some subjects are not your strongest suit, and you're struggling at D's and C's, aim for that B. Once you're at that B, aim for that A, okay? Make sure that A is always up there. You always want to get to that A, okay? But make sure if you have a low grade and you want to pick it up, ask your teacher, okay? They want the best for you. Now, I know some of them can be a little bit annoying. And I completely understand. I had this one teacher in 7th grade. It was not it, okay? As much as I didn't like her, I still asked her, like, hey, what can I do to bring up my grade? Because I know that my goal is up here and right now I'm right here. I need help. Ask questions, please ask questions. Girl, people are probably thinking the same thing that you were thinking, like, I swear. I know you've probably also heard that in other videos, but just do it. I mean, don't let other people like disturb you, okay? Don't let them ruin your peace, okay? That is something that is between you and yourself and whatever religion you follow. Like for me, that's God. He brings me peace, he brings me love, and he brings me joy. He has a plan set for me. I just follow that, okay? But ask questions. It is so worth it because there are so many times where I'm in class and I'm like, what is this? I don't understand it. And they're like, the teacher's saying, if you have any questions, ask them now, because I'm not gonna be answering any questions whenever you start your activity. They will not, okay? Girl, you gotta ask that question whenever they're asking you, do you have any questions? Because I promise you, they will not. They won't answer your question because they said, you should have asked me earlier. Ask your table mates, okay? And if your table mates can't answer, then you ask me, okay? Believe me, I got over that. You can too, girl. You can too. Pay attention. Definitely pay attention. This goes for all grades because there are some classes where they're definitely a lot harder than others. You need to pay attention. Don't be like falling asleep in class, being on your phone, too busy listening to your music. No, you need to pay attention. Cause once you're slacking off, once you're off the charts, you're off the charts. It takes forever to get back up there, okay? Don't focus on making your notes look pretty in class. You won't have that much time, okay? In 6th grade, I didn't necessarily care for it. I don't even think we even took a lot of notes in 6th grade. The only class that I really took notes in was pre-biology. That was it. And even then, I didn't focus on making them look pretty. The only tactic that I used was Cornell notes, or whatever it's called. Like, where it's like this, and then it's down. I don't know how to explain it, but I only did that because our teacher wanted us to. But in 7th grade, I was so busy focusing on making my notes look pretty that I didn't even understand the criteria that I was writing down, okay? If y'all look back to like a week in the life of a YouTuber and a student, do you see how in like one clip I show like how pretty my notes are? Yeah, it's not worth it, okay? I was slacking off. 7th grade was a year that I wasn't paying attention that much. I don't know how I had good grades. But yeah, don't focus on it because you won't have that much time. And next thing you know, you don't know what you're doing on your test, okay? It is not worth it. Focus on your religion. As hard as school might be, focus on your religion, okay? I know school might be hard, but it's worth it, okay? It is so fulfilling to know that there is somebody that wants the best for you, okay? Like through my tough times in school, that was really whenever I started getting closer with God, and it helped so much because I just got old. Like, I think I've talked about this before, but the more that I've gotten closer with God, the more overwhelming, the more joy that I've gotten, and it's amazing. It helps so much with school, I promise you. Have fun. Again, I know you probably have also heard this in other videos. Have fun. Like, don't let school control you. Now, I'm not saying like don't care for it. Like, care for your stuff, okay? Take care of it. Get on top of it. Because then again, once you start like slacking off, it is so hard to get back up to the top, okay? Aim for that top, girl. Aim for the top. Do not stoop lower. These are the years where you're growing up, you're becoming a teenager. Yes, it's scary, and yes, I know nobody wants to hear the word, but puberty sucks, okay? Don't let that stuff get the best of you, okay? You got it. I believe in you. Talk to your teachers, ask them how you can pick up your grades. Like, be friends with your teachers, okay? Because they are not your enemy. They are not your enemy. Now, I'm not saying like trauma dump on them because that's not their job, but you do you, girl. You do you. Like, think of The Boy Who Cried Wolf. That story where it's like, oh, he cried wolf so many times. He was lying every single time that when the wolf was actually there to catch him, nobody believed him when he called, okay? Nobody believed him. Don't be that, okay? Set that good impression, because once you mess up, it is so hard to set yourself as a good influence, okay? You want to be that good influence. You want to be the person that they're looking for. Don't procrastinate. I know, like, Chelsea, coming from you, I'm telling that to myself, girl, okay? Don't procrastinate. That's also throughout all grades, okay? That's not even just middle school. That's all grades. So yes, I'm telling myself that too. Don't procrastinate, because it's hard to catch up. I've struggled so many times because I procrastinated so much on all of my assignments that I was so last minute. Don't do it. You procrastinate, it makes things so much harder. 8th grade was the year that I actually turned around. I did my stuff on time, and I had so much extra time left. I was like, what do I do with myself? For girls, guys, I'm gonna need you to like step aside real quick. Just the girls right now. Make an emergency kit. Woo! Please, 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 please. I know in 6th grade, that was when I first started my time of the month. And it was super duper scary. And you're going to have accidents. I didn't have any accidents, so I was like, oh, it's never gonna happen. I had my accident in 6th grade, in 8th grade, okay? It was scary. I had to leave early. I did not make an emergency kit. I regret it now, okay? Make that emergency kit. Anything can happen. So like deodorant, pads, tampons, liners, panty liners, like stuff like that. Like if you do end up wearing a tampon, which good for you, girl, snaps. If you wear tampons, use liners in case of leaks or anything, okay? Things can happen. Extra undies. Again, accidents happen, okay? That's not your fault. That is literally not your fault. You can't control your body flow. Perfume, baby wipes, lotion, and hair ties. But let me say, please get everything travel size, okay? Do not get a big old thing of baby wipes, because next thing you know, you're not gonna have any space in your bag, and you're not gonna have it, and then you're gonna take it out, and boom, when you need those baby wipes, they're gone, okay? Get travel size, not a big old pack. Same thing with everything else, literally travel size, something small so it can fit in your bag, okay? I also recommend gum, because there are times in school where your breath can get a little smelly, and that is not your fault, okay? There are times, like, I brush my teeth every day, obviously because of my braces, but before I got braces, I was brushing my teeth every day. And by the time we were like past lunch, my breath smelled a little musty, so I had to stop. I literally had to stop talking. It was horrible. Bring gum. I mean, I'm not saying you always have to be stocked up, but it just helps. Find your friends, girl. Like, I would definitely like say, like, being a nice person will get you friends with everybody. That's how it was for me. Or I'm not saying like friends with everybody, it's like they know of you and you know of them and y'all are cool, okay? That doesn't mean you're talking, having conversations, having all these chats and everything. No, it's just saying like, oh, hey, I know you, you're cool, I'm cool, we're cool, okay? But definitely find your friends. It doesn't have to be a big old group. It can be 2 people, just 1 person. It is totally possible. Like my group of friends are probably not a lot. I don't have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people, but that does not mean I'm like best friends with everybody. I have 2 best friends, okay? That spots are reserved for Maddie and Juliet, okay? But my group of friends was very small, probably down to like 4 people total of the people that I was like, hey, we're locked in, okay? Don't overshare with your friends. Now, yes, you might be locked in, but say one of you did dirty to the other. And if you overshare with them, they can be mean. People are mean, and they can tell everybody all your stuff. You don't want that, okay? People are mean. I hate to break it to you. It can be your best friend, okay? It can be your best friend, and they will tell everybody. Now I'm not saying that happens every time, but some people do that, and it's scary, okay? So if I were you, I just wouldn't overshare. Now I'm not saying be super duper closed off, but just don't overshare. Like, don't tell them all your juicy secrets, okay? It's not worth it. Look, okay, I know this is middle school, but look at our generation. Our generation is cooked, okay? Girl roll. Girl roll. Don't get with their ex. It's not worth it, okay? Again, I know it's middle school. Chelsea, why are you talking about relationships? Shush, don't tell me you didn't have a little boyfriend in elementary school, okay? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I know you're gonna be in middle school. And relationships sounds scary, because it is, but it happens. Don't get with your ex. It's not worth it, because next thing you know, you lose your best friend. It's not it. Don't do it, okay? Wear perfume, deodorant. Nobody wants to smell you in the most respectful way ever. Nobody wants to smell you, sweetheart, okay? Again, everybody hit puberty in middle school. Bring some deodorant, put some deodorant and perfume on, please. Like, if you don't have that emergency kit, girl, you're cooked, okay? Next thing you know, people are gonna be trying to get away from you for that whole day. It's not it, okay? Bring your stuff. And before school, before, like, while you're getting ready for school, put your stuff on, okay? Put your stuff on, please. Because even on the bus, nobody wants to smell you. Now I'm actually gonna move on to all the grades. So we're gonna start with 6th grade first. So 6th graders, you just fell. So for the 6th graders, buckle up, because this is your time to shine. Set good first impressions. Like I said, believe me, it matters. I already explained that earlier, so I'm not gonna explain it again. Focus on your grades. Focus on your grades. Now, yes, it's 6th grade. You have 2 more years of middle school, but that does not mean it is okay for you to slack off, okay? Again, that grade sets your impression for that whole year and the years following, okay? Focus on your grades. Take notes. Take notes. I would say take notes definitely for the subjects that you're struggling in. That way, like, hey, you can go back to it whenever you're like doing homework and you don't know what you're doing. Go back to the notes, that way you know what you're doing. But again, like I said earlier, don't try and make them look pretty, like all aesthetic during class. You can do that after class all you want. Do that at home or in the library during lunch. That's what I did. But during class, it's not worth it, because you don't even know what's going on. You don't know the criteria, and it's pointless. It defeats the whole point. It's a big switch. It's a big change. So it might get a little overwhelming, because the school is bigger. It's a bigger school. So it might get a little overwhelming. It's okay after the first few weeks, like after the first, like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, you'll get it down, and next thing you know, it's memory, okay? Set your schedule as your wallpaper. So you know how, like, on your meet the teacher days or your first day of school, you get your actual schedule? Take a picture of it and put it as your wallpaper. That way you don't have to go searching through your bag or your pockets just to find your next class. All you gotta do, boom, pull out your phone, look at your schedule. And now if they actually don't allow phones at your school, that's a different story. You're gonna actually have to have that schedule on you, which I wish you luck. But for the people that can have their phones, set it as your wallpaper. It helps, makes things so much easier, so much faster. Do not slack. Stay on top of your work, okay? I know I've said that so many times, but please do it, okay? Once you go down that hole, it is so hard to get out. Be you. I know it's cringy. I know it's cheesy, and I know you hear it in every friggin' video. But seriously though, be you. Don't let other people, like, disturb you. Don't let other people define you. Because next thing you know it, you're going through an identity crisis in the middle of 7th grade. It's not worth it, okay? So seriously, like, focus on the things that you're passionate about. Like, say you like to draw, say you like to paint. Do that stuff on your free time, or do that stuff in, like, during your free time during class. Like, say you finished all your work, the teacher has nothing left for you to do. Just, I don't know, do your stuff. Like, for me, it was YouTube, so I did it. Although I didn't do it that much, because I was a little wimp and I was scared people were gonna judge me. But look at me now! Look at me now, filming podcasts in the middle of class. But seriously, do the stuff that you love. Do the things that you are passionate about. Be you. Again, cringy, I know, cheesy, ew, Chelsea, stop. Do it, okay? Digital footprint! You might not know what that is. You know what? You're a smart person. You probably know what that is, okay? Digital footprint, please don't post anything stupid on your stories or on your posts anything. Close friends. People take screenshots. Again, people are mean. Because next thing you know, you're in college, they're looking at your stuff, and they're looking at your social medias. They're gonna find stuff that's gonna haunt you because of the stupid things that you posted in middle school. Not worth it. Be smart about what you post. Think twice. Think twice before you hit that post button, okay? Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything, I don't care. Think twice before you post. And then use your syllabus for supplies, okay? I don't know if you know what a syllabus is, but you start getting those things in middle school and high school. But a little syllabus is like this piece of paper that your teacher will give you, like on the first week or first day of school, and it will say all the things that you need for that class, or all the things that will be happening in the upcoming year, the school year, okay? Use that syllabus to get your supplies. It also helps. Okay, so now I'm done with the 6th graders. I'm gonna need y'all to step aside. But for those 6th graders, guys, y'all got it. You got it. Don't be scared. Don't let people define you, okay? Be you. You got it. 7th graders. Honestly, I didn't have a lot of advice for 7th grade. I didn't have a lot of advice, okay? I'm gonna be very honest though, 7th grade was my favorite year out of all of middle school. So for 7th graders, be nice. Please be nice. Like, you might be older. You might be older than the 6th graders. You just got out of 6th grade. You're tired of middle school already, okay? Be nice. Don't be mean. Being mean does not make you cool. It literally just makes people get away from you, okay? It makes people not want to be your friend. And it's just, next thing you know, you're like, why don't I have any friends? Because you're mean, okay? Again, in the nicest way possible, it's probably because you're mean. You have a bad vibe, and it's not something people want to be involved with, okay? Be nice. Don't skip classes. It's not worth it. People will ask you, hey, you want to skip? Don't do it, because 7th grade is the year that you need to start locking in, okay? That's whenever subjects get harder. That's whenever teachers start to get meaner. Lock in, dude. Stop skipping. It doesn't make you cool. It honestly just makes people know that you don't care for your future, and it's not something that people really want to be around, okay? Now, if people are trying to fit in and be cool, then yes, they're gonna do it with you. They're gonna say, come on, let's go, let's do it. Don't do it, okay? Just please don't do it. It is so not worth it, okay? Next thing you know, you're caught and you're in ISS and your parents are giving you a whooping whenever you get home, okay? Not worth it. Don't get involved with the wrong crowd, okay? You probably have also heard that in other videos, but don't get involved in it, because next thing you know, you're also in ISS and you get a whooping when you get home. Bring your own water. Bring your own water. Bring your own water. I'm gonna clap in your face one more time. Bring your own water, okay? Water at school is a little musty. I will be very honest, okay? It's a little scary. Literally, if it's even just a water bottle, a regular plastic water bottle, that's fine, okay? That's fine. Just label it, put your name on it. That way people don't get it mixed up, because people bring water bottles. Bring snacks, because you might get a little hungry in class, okay? This is also whenever your lunch gets pushed back a little bit longer, so you're more hungry during like the class before lunch, okay? Bring your own snacks. Now, if your teacher does not allow you to eat snacks in class, don't eat them. Don't get on the don't get on the mean side. Don't get on the mean side, okay? Don't get on the wrong side of your teacher, because then it's kind of hard to get back on the nice side, okay? It's kind of hard. Stay on top of your stuff, man. You gotta stay on top of your stuff, because again, I've also said this for every other grade. I've said this like 5,000 times. Once you dig yourself into that hole, it is so hard to get back out of it, okay? Stay on top of your stuff. It makes things so much easier. But that's it for 7th grade. Again, I didn't really have any advice for 7th grade. I loved 7th grade. 8th graders, hi. I'm gonna start yelling. I hope you know that. lock in, okay? I'm gonna need you to lock in right now, right here, right now, okay? On that first day of school, yeah, you can slack off just a little bit, un poquito. But by that second week, you need to lock in, sweetheart, lock in, okay? Because this is when things get hard. This is when teachers start being real mean, okay? I said, oh yeah, they get mean in 7th grade. Yeah, they get a little mean. They're mean in 7th grade, okay? They're mean and it's just not fun, okay? You need to lock in because this is the time of the year where you're starting to prep for high school, okay? You're starting to prep for high school. You want that good impression in high school, okay? Good impressions. I'm saying that to myself. I'm very scared for high school, but it's okay. It's okay. You're one of the big kids, so be nice. You're like the top dogs of the school. Now, yes, you may get a little entitled. You may get 8th graderitis. It's like senioritis, but for 8th graders. You might get 8th graderitis, but please be nice, okay? You want to have like little friends from 7th grade, maybe 6th. You want to have those little friends, you know? I know I did. I was a little mean to them in the beginning of the year though, so I'm very sorry. But be nice to them, okay? Don't be jerks, because then that just makes them not want to be friends with you. It makes them scared of you. Don't slack. This is really when things get hard. This is when it gets hard to catch up, okay? Like, it gets really hard because it's back to back to back to back to back assignments. And it's just ongoing. And if you start slacking and you're like, you get behind, oh, next thing you know, you're like 5 assignments too late, okay? It's not fun. Don't skip. Don't skip. You don't have time for that, okay? You don't have time for it. Not worth it. This is the year, like I said, you need to lock in. You need to take notes. Take a lot of notes in all of your classes because, again, this is when classes get super hard. And this is when you have like 4 STAR tests. Lock in. Like, don't skip, because next thing you know, you don't know what you're doing during your tests. Study for everything. Even if it's a subject that you know, like, oh, I got this down. Study. Now, I'm not saying you gotta study for hours, but like, just at least go over the criteria. Now, if it's for the subjects that you know that you have a really hard time in, study for those like it's I don't know, like it's the last day of your life or something, man. Like, gotta study. It helps. Always have pens, pencils, and hair ties on you. Pens and pencils. Some people ask for pens, some people ask for pencils, and they don't give them back, okay? You gotta have that. You gotta be stocked up. You gotta be stocked up, okay? You gotta have that on you at all times, because next thing you know, you gave all your pens and pencils to all your friends and all your I don't know, all your Pookie Berries in class, and next thing you know, you have no pencil. And you're supposed to be taking notes and you have no pencil. It sucks. But do your work ASAP. It makes things so much easier. Like I said, this is the year that I started doing my stuff as soon as I could, and I didn't know what to do with myself when I had extra free time, okay? Do your things as soon as possible. Like, it makes things so much easier. Swear. Promise. Okay, that's all of the advice that I have for y'all today. Guess whose camera died again? My camera died, so we're gonna do the outro on here. But yeah, that's all the advice that I have for y'all. I really hope that y'all enjoy this video. Go ahead, use his advice for middle school. Middle school is a scary time for you incoming 6th graders, so just have fun adjusting. It's not as bad as it seems on that first week, okay? It gets so much better. I pinky promise you. But yeah. I really hope you have a good school year. Lock in, y'all, because this is not a time to slack, okay? Not a time to slack. But yeah, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell. That way you get notified every single time I post a new video. Go ahead, tell your friends and family about the channel. That way we can all grow. And thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, I will see y'all next time. Bye. Lock in, y'all. Oh, I have an eye booger. When are you gonna tell me that? I need you to lock in, like, for real. For real. Okay. Bye.